Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America. We are about 24 hours removed from the tragic deaths of a Minnesota lawmaker and her husband, as well as the injuries to a Minnesota senator and his wife. And now we have her final words heard on video, and it's chilling. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Minnesota former Speaker Melissa Hortman was gunned down in her home by a man, Vance Bolter, allegedly, masquerading as a police officer. She answered the door because she believed it was a police officer, somebody she could trust. And it was the last thing she did in her life. And it's such a horrible tragedy. Today you're going to see so many people try to politicize this. He was a Democrat. He was a Republican. He was a psychopath. Who cares what political party he ascribes to? There's no political party out there telling you to commit violence. So whatever political party he ascribed to, it doesn't matter. And it's been really hard for, I think, a lot of us to process how this can happen. You know, and a lot of people in my position, in the position of politicians, get threats every day. And you never know which threats to take seriously or not. People in this country, maybe all over the world, I don't know, have gotten to a point where they can't disagree with people anymore and still treat them like a human being. And that's sad. Melissa Hortman had to cast a vote just days before she was gunned down. And this vote went against her own Democrat Party. And she knew they would be furious with it. The vote was to take migrants off of the payroll for health care, to get a budget to the desk of Governor Tim Walz. And she was scared. She was scared about how they would react. And in this video I'm going to show you, she's literally in tears, crying about how they're going to react and how they might do whatever they do in response. She was absolutely terrified in this video, and it's heartbreaking to watch, but I do want you to watch it. And let me know what you think in the comments.
Thanks, Nick. The Minnesota legislature has passed a budget and averted a government shutdown. This as a day-long special session bled into the early hours of the morning in St. Paul. The budget now heads to the governor's desk. But yesterday's action showed that a compromise in divided legislature can often be a tough pill to swallow. KGTC's Quinn Gorham explains why DFL leaders cast a vote that will send to the governor's desk a bill they passionately disagree with.
I know that people will be hurt by that vote, and we worked very hard to try to get a budget deal that wouldn't include that provision.
DFL Speaker Emerita Melissa Hortman emotional following the House's adjournment from a special session Monday. Hortman was the lone DFL lawmaker to cast a vote to cut Minnesota Care access for undocumented immigrants. It's a move she made with a heavy heart.
I did what leaders do. I stepped up and I got the job done for the people of Minnesota.
The bill was deeply unpopular with members of the DFL caucus. Members have repeatedly expressed frustration that the bill was part of a compromise, one that would ensure the necessary GOP votes to pass the rest of the state budget.
We are tremendously disappointed and gut-wrenched at this decision, at this compromise that compromises our communities that are most vulnerable.
Hortman knows she let down her own caucus members with the vote.
They're right to be mad at me. I think some of them are pretty angry. I think that their job was to make folks who voted for that bill feel like crap, and I think that they succeeded.